Thanks, Danielle and Lily. 20 years ago, Yale's athletic complex was in dire need of attention. Fast forward to today, and Yale boasts some of the finest sporting venues across the country. While some have criticized the Levin administration for a lack of attention to athletics, there's no denying that many of Yale's facilities have seen drastic improvements during his presidency. When he was hired in 1994, athletic director Tom Beckett could see that there was a lot of work to be done.
19 years ago, when I arrived here at Yale, I would say that the facilities were less than what we would hope they would be. It was, I don't want to say a total state of disrepair, but it was less than what we wanted for Yale.
Levin and Beckett soon allied in the effort to address the crumbling state of Yale's athletic infrastructure.
One of the things that President Levin asked of us when I arrived was to do a study of all pieces he would like to get a report on. We got back to him probably within 6 to 8 months after he asked for that and gave him a full menu of things that we would like to address. And I will tell you that during our 19 years together, President Levin and mine, we have been able to check off nearly every one of those major project facilities that happen to be on that initial list.
By all accounts, the improvements have gone above and beyond. In addition to making the student-athlete experience more comfortable, they have also opened new doors to competition. The renovation of the Coleman-Hayman Tennis Center, completed in 2009, has allowed the team to participate in tournaments it did not have access to before.
Where do I begin? It's been incredible. So the first year of operation, we hosted the Intercollegiate National Indoors. So this is one of 3 national events, and we hosted in our first year. Because we hosted, we got players into the tournament as wild cards, and both the men and women's players who got in won matches, which was fantastic.
The list of completed projects is exhaustive. The Coleman-Hayman Tennis Center, the Gilder Boathouse, and Reese Stadium were expanded significantly. The Brady Squash Center, Ingalls Rink, and the Smilo Field Center received much-needed updates, and the Ace Israel Fitness Center, the Landman Center, and DeWitt Family Field, the home of the softball team, were created entirely from scratch. The icing on the cake was a $30 million investment in the Yale Bowl, and these are only some of the changes that have been made.
Reese Stadium has improved tremendously. I think the best way to explain it is that it went from bleachers to a facility. Before, we couldn't have pregame talks out there. There weren't locker rooms. I don't even recall there being bathrooms. I remember running to the porta potty if we needed anything.
The renovations have also lured top athletic talent to Yale.
My first recruiting class after this was built was the 4th ranked recruiting class in the country, and that never would have happened without this facility.
The facilities you have are, make a tremendous impact to 17, 18-year-old kids making a decision. It's a huge positive in the recruiting process.
While Levin's administration has the final say on which projects are undertaken, his approval is only the first step in a long process toward completion. But the most crucial component of any project is fundraising, and that falls into the hands of the athletic department.
A final decision is made by the officers of the university, chief among them, obviously, is the president. And then from there, you work to raise the funds to make it happen.
Beckett usually directs the fundraising efforts himself, making calls and visits to alumni across the country.
Tom Beckett had done a lot of work to get all these courts named, and he would call and he would go visit with alumni. So Tom was the driving force of getting it done.
Although Beckett leads the way in fundraising, Levin has proven essential to the effort at times.
Oh, it's absolutely. The president has been very helpful. He has made any number of calls for us and actually has gone to visit alums to inform them of a project and actually make the request of an alum to help us with the funding of it. Absolutely.
Beckett says Yale's deeply rooted drive for excellence in all areas will continue to push forward the ongoing transformation of Yale's athletic infrastructure.
I think it's important that Yale continues to build the infrastructure of all things at Yale. Yale talks about its desire for excellence, And that's in the DNA of this university. And that's what we want to see happen for our students, regardless of what it is they're passionate about. We want to give them the very best.
As the torch passes from Levin to Salovey, there is still more work to be done, including the stalled renovation of Payne Whitney Gym. But if the next 19 years are as productive as the last, then Yale's athletic facilities are headed in the right direction. This has been Georgiana Wagman and Kevin Kucharski for YTV. Back to you.